In today's episode, I talk to you guys about how to avoid a post-workout crash. So I trained on a new pre-workout a couple of nights ago, guys, a very high stimulant pre-workout. I was a little bit nervous going into it because I kind of know, sometimes what the negative effects are when I train on something a little bit too high stimulant for my liking. Train on this pre-workout, and then post-workout, I had one of the worst post-workout crashes I can remember having. It was horrible. I felt just absolute shit. My energy was low. My motivation was crap. I was feeling sorry for myself. It was just a really, really nasty post-workout crash. So I wanted to shoot this episode of MJ Every Day and kind of talk to you guys about how to avoid that post-workout crash, primarily when it's caused by a pre-workout supplement. We're all familiar with it. We've all experienced it before. Sometimes we take a pre-workout, we feel fantastic during the workout, and then, post-workout, it's just all downhill from there and just not a nice experience. So a couple of things that I personally experienced as ways of kind of avoiding a post-workout crash. The first one, definite and probably most important, is to understand your stimulant tolerance. For some of us, we just have that certain amount of stimulants that we know if we have more than that amount in an acute dose in a short-term period of time, we're gonna feel good for a little bit, and then it's just gonna be hell after that because our body just, what goes up must come down, you know what I'm saying? And some of us just come down really, really hard off too many stimulants in a short period of time. So for me personally, I know that my caffeine sensitivity in terms of caffeine anhydrous is about 300 milligrams. If I have more than that, it's not gonna end well for me post-workout. So my first piece of advice to avoid a post-workout crash is figure out what your stimulant tolerance is, what that kind of maxes out at, and then don't take more than that or take a pre-workout that has more than that amount of stimulants in it because you know that's as many as that's the amount of stimulants you can tolerate without it giving you that post-workout crash. The second thing is I've found a few ingredients that I know no matter what amount I have them in, they cause me a post-workout crash. For whatever reason, my body just does not metabolize these ingredients very well, and it causes me to just feel like shit post-workout. This particular pre-workout that I was telling you guys about, I trained on a couple of nights ago, I know for me personally, the ingredient that yields N-phenethyl dimethylamine is not a good story for me. I know that it just affects my mood negatively, it affects my motivation negatively, and I know that it makes me feel great while I'm training, but I'm gonna have to pay for that post-workout. So if you can identify, in addition to your stimulant tolerance, if you can identify particular ingredients that you know are going to cause you a post-workout crash, stay away from them. Look at the nutritional panels, look at the ingredients list of new pre-workouts before you take them, and just search for those ingredients. And if they're in there, stay away from that pre-workout because you know it's not gonna end well for you. The final tip that I will have for you guys actually isn't related to your pre-workouts or ingredients at all. It's related to your post-workout regime, your post-workout nutrition in particular. A lot of people will find that they'll crash quite heavily post-workout, regardless of the pre-workout, regardless of the ingredients in the pre-workout, just because they train really hard and they're not getting enough nutrients in fast enough post-workout to start replenishing and allow their body to have actually something to replenish with. So if this is the situation that's causing you to have maybe not necessarily a post-workout crash, but a post-workout slump in energy or a post-workout lull in energy, get your post-workout shake or your post-workout meal or both in quicker, as quick as you can. Get prepared. Make sure that your post-workout shake is ready. It's in your shaker, it's in your gym bag. As soon as you finish training, you get that in and you start the rebuilding, the rehealing, the replenishing batching process. Make sure that you're not waiting hours after you finish your workout to get your post-workout meal in. Get a little bit more organized, a little bit more prepared, and start that recovery process as soon as you possibly can so that your body's able to replenish and it's not going to cause you that reduction in that post-workout slump, that post-workout lull. Guys, that's a wrap for today's episode of MJ Every Day, how to prevent or how to deal with a post-workout crash or a post-workout slump. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn those post notifications on, both on your mobile, your cell phone, and your desktop PC, so you don't miss a beat when it comes to the Massive Joes YouTube channel. Until tomorrow, I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Stay massive. Thank you for tuning into this video. We hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to check out our latest upload and our recommended video, and be sure to subscribe to the Massive Joes YouTube channel to stay up to date with all of our latest uploads.